Yeah.
And years later, like, oh yes, you do.
Yeah, I remember asking him that.
You know why I read
Was
that?
Jacque still alive back then?
I
Did you
think
guys
so.
ever meet Jacque?
We didn't. We didn't either, but
So she died before you guys.
yeah.
Maybe she did, I don't know.
But that is true. That because we had watched, we needed to get minutes on our phone, and we felt pretty cool that we knew how to get minutes.
Right.
So we found a little area and walked around for a bit, and they're like, "Oh, I guess this looks like a landmark." And it definitely was. He knew right where we were. And then we went and picked up Heather.
Yeah, we drove around.
Heather around.
We went to Young Life that night. Met Yada. He walked around. I'm here to change my life.
Yeah,
In English.
yeah, he said, "I'm here to change my life because I do drugs." So yeah. That was, and I think we visited when Bible study was still just a guy's Bible study.
Yeah, that is good.
Oh, really?
That was that was her name. It's like married Brittany and Victor. Brittany was leading. Yeah.
This was when we visited.
Oh, okay.
When we visited them.
Madeline and Emily was. You were just cutting the rivers.
We started our first bracelet.
Yeah, okay, I remember it was Ezekiel, right, that came up with the idea or something?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I remember you telling us about it because you brought it home and you're like, we need candle, I think.
Yeah,
Candle
Ezekiel got us
instead.
to the candlestick.
Yeah, and then when you brought the candle and you cut off the
Cut
end,
off the end,
and you
and
were
you're
like,
like,
that was brilliant.
Let's try to see if this will work.
And I was like, yeah, I think that is absolutely brilliant. That was definitely the style. And sure enough, it's worked.
And we used to use any hickory to get our hands on. They were oblong. Some of those bracelets
I
were
remember that.
big around.
I remember that. And I remember you telling us, like, yeah, there's some bigger ones that we have from the store.
Just figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you did. I think you actually did like joke about that. It's almost like a shirt collar.
Well, Charles wanted us to make them for men. They could
Yeah,
wear
he
them
did
on
say
their
that, make
biceps,
them for men,
you know,
like up here.
Samson and Delilah thing up here. And then he said if you were strong, you could do this and it would break and fly off. Prove to everybody what a man you were.
Yeah.
You could have
Broke
provided
my hickory.
collars for all the stray dogs.
That would be.
I know.
Put them on with their puppies, right? Let them grow into them.
Continental, and it wasn't even on the agenda at that point. We weren't even.
I
we weren't
remember
even
when
thinking about
Continental was just the place that was like, oh, you don't want to go there, that's where all the bad stuff
it. Yeah,
is.
I remember that because we went out there with Pastor. The first time I went out there was with Pastor Doug, and it was with Pastor McGlaughlin, because they used to do a ministry out there, out at where we did the Backyard Bible Club, and we were going out there, and I remember, well, this is kind of a cool looking place, and like it's real dangerous. Like, oh, okay.
Anyone got robbed, it was always homeless people.
Right? Yeah.
It's still that way. But
Yeah,
we
but
just
now we know the
most
people.
You know, and now we just know
It's
it's
It's true. Now when they steal something, we go and ask them and figure out who it is and get it back. Remember that? Do you remember Nathaniel? He got his camera stolen, and so Jesse and I, particularly Jesse,
figured out.
hunted the guy down and got the camera back.
Didn't you want to sell that to you?
Yeah, I didn't want to sell it back to us, but we're like, look, we're not going to press charges. We just want to pay you $50 and get the camera.
Okay.
So that was when Pontanala was just getting started. And
no, when we came, how long have you and Jesse been going out on Thursdays?
I don't know. That's a good question. Probably a year. Yeah, that started just kind of as a foundation, knowing the ministry was probably going to go out there, and I really wanted to spend more time with Jesse because he was so new, and he had just been a believer.
Yes.
Just been saved, and
He'd
he
been
was on
doing
fire.
Summer intern.
He
He'd been
was-
doing summer translate.
He got saved from the very first time I grew up.
Yeah, that's right.
With Mallory.
Yep,
He
with
was
Mallory.
just here. He will be here again in 2 weeks.
She's coming again?
Just a visit.
Yeah.
Really?
And I wanted to hang out with him, and so we started the Bible study with the guys on the corner. I was actually out there filming for the school project. It was right at the beginning, and we were going to make a video, and so we were asking people in the neighborhood about how they feel about a Christian school and where's the
Bethany
nearest
was
school.
counselor. She did it door to door.
I just found your census message.
Uh-huh.
That's when I first came out.
This is
Maybe the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say that.
This was even months before that. We didn't even know. Because some of the relationships that came. That's right. And then that started. And I was filming Blanca. I don't know if you guys know who Blanca is. She comes in and out now. Yeah. And I was filming her, and I remember seeing the street guys on the corner and thinking they probably want to steal my camera. And like I just remember thinking, I don't want to talk to those guys. I just don't. Like I don't want to get my camera stolen. I just want to film this and leave. And then I realized how selfish and self-righteous and judgmental that was. And so I put the camera away and said, Jesse, we need to go talk to those guys. And so we talked to them. And we shared the gospel and shared about the church and said, hey, we'll be here tomorrow to pick you up. To my surprise, when we showed up the next day, there actually were 2 guys there. And that's what started the Pontanel pickup, which now is morphed, but it started with the drug guys on the corner.
Yeah.
From the video
Well, you know
of
when
Blanca.
you guys first, when Jesse, that first summer he started working with us, the word came back to me that he had been a coyote.
Yeah.
And I had just watched like Traffic, or
I
one of
remember
those
that.
movies.
I remember that.
And here I have my little 10 and 11-year-old kids, little blonde kids. And here we're inviting a guy into the ministry who used to be a coyote. And those guys are the guys who work with the guys who are smuggling slaves into the States. And I was like, no, Charles, no, you can't bring him in. He's going to know bad people who would want to steal my babies. And that's how, it's like you not wanting to go and
talk
to guys because am I still there? That's the way I was.
And now we sick Jesse on the people who do want to do that. We're gonna sing it to Jesse.
We ran into one of Jesse's friends from his college days today. From his college days. And we got asked on and talked to him for a while. Jesse's like, yeah, I'm a Christian now. Yeah, I've been for 3 years, we'll go to church and stuff. Hey, where you at with all that? He just like starts throwing down.
Nice.
And it was cool.
I will never forget the first September 11th. It was a Monday, and we're all sitting around at staff meeting. I think Jesse just made the comment, I was crossing the border on September 11th. I was in transit.
Right? It was probably a good day for that.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Everyone
Jesse,
was
for being a
excited.
coyote, he was a pretty clean one. He only took people who wanted like the pain.
Right. But I figured even if he wasn't, he would know people. Because I think
Yeah,
all coyotes knew each other. And they
I'm sure he
probably
did. I'm sure he still does.
They're all from the same, cut from the same cloth.
Oh man.
It's just a letting go.
And here we are.
That's the letting go.
Totally. And that's how it started. And then we started going out to Pontanel to see those guys regularly, and then there's no way we could have saw then where that fruit would eventually lead us. I mean, some of those guys come in and out now, but it's all the kids around there and all the other families near there that come from those initial relationships.
And now the guys in Monday night are even suggesting doing more time.
Yep.
Out
Now
in Pontanel.
we don't have enough time
Yeah.
to do the studies. Like before we go and like search them out, hey, just leave the drugs for a little bit. We want to talk to you. I remember I have pictures of Jesse and I sitting on the street corner with the Bible, preaching with the guys. And I would just go out there and I'd prepare a message and share, and it'd probably go over their heads because I was pretty ambitious then. And but we'd still, it was clear we were out there with the Bible in front of us and we were sharing. And Jesse was patient with me. And then, then we'd track him down. Now it's like you said, we don't have enough time. I would love to spend. These guys would easily spend every day with us. I would love that.
So what a blessing that is.
Yeah. It's just
To
huge.
see that kind of hunger for the Word of God.
We're so hungry. Those were the beginning days.
Well, you have new beginnings. Exciting new beginnings where you won't know anybody.
You get to start over.
And you still get to ask him to talk to him for a while.
Supposed to help.
Yeah, fresh new corners you don't know.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be a whole fresh start with a bunch of new people, their own problems and things, and
People you're going to cherish. You're gonna
yes,
don't even know
yeah,
who
some
they
people
are.
that probably be some lifelong friends. Like I imagine most of you guys are lifelong friends. these guys, 4 years together. Probably most of them will be a lot smarter than me. I'm really excited to be with them and glean from them and learn how to use a comma. Still can't use a comma. I got 4 years to learn.
Yeah, you got time.
Somebody's gonna teach you that.
Yeah,
there.
someone.
It says it's a
Jackie's
school.
tried.
They're gonna
Yeah,
work on it.
Jackie's tried. She's like, it just seems so
genetic, as Mom
easy
said.
on paper. It just seems so easy. You just use a comma here, here, and here. And when I'm writing,
Only 14.
I love it. I use a comma, use it like I got it this time, and then I don't use it like no. And then Jackie goes, you did it exactly opposite. You don't use a comma there, and you use it here. And I'm like, dang it! So I'll
What-
just put in commas.
What about semicolons? Does he know how to use a semicolon?
He doesn't use semicolons.
Oh, he doesn't use semicolons.
And you won't have to put that upside down
That
question
stuff's
mark.
only important
Yeah.
if you have problems with run-on sentences, and I don't really care. So therefore, just let it go.
Oh man, so
But I think too, Don, you're talking about gleaning from the people you're gonna be around for the next 4 years. You guys have so many experiences though and things that you've learned here
Yeah,
for
totally.
the past almost 4 years.
It can make you exotic.
Yeah, right? Like how many of them really have spent the last 4 years in a foreign country? I mean, there
Yeah.
might be somebody.
yeah, no, actually, I don't think there is.
Yeah.
Unless that guy comes from China.
Would you use the adjective crucible for this place?
Crucible, not what do you mean?
Like being in the crucible.
Crucible, an environment that through its difficulty you are refined.
Here, Nicaragua, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a great.
Expand on that.
That's a great description. Well, I mean, it's certainly. I mean, it is that, as it says just so over and over in the Bible, that testing of your faith produces that perseverance. It refines it, it strengthens it. That when you're weak, He's strong because you're relying on God. And I mean, there's just been so many things, literally everything, we have to rely on God for. I mean, and silly things like when we first got here, we went to the pulperia and we would order for Thursdays instead of 4 eggs. Cuatro huevos. And so like you literally you feel humbled and helpless even to feed yourself. On top of just the trials of just full-time ministry that we've been in, and just the true reliance because you cannot do it on your own here. There's just so much, and you just can't do it. And then when you see the fruit, you know that it didn't come from you. And so what it has done is that all through everything is a trial. Getting your groceries, to doing the ministry, to even the success and giving that glory back to God. It's all putting you through, as you said, the crucible. And it totally refined us. So there's no dependence on us. All dependence ultimately on Him. We're just gonna serve our hearts out. And so we came down here to serve, and God just worked on us in just incredible ways, where transformed us, truly has transformed us.
Sir, we did.
Oh man.
I think that's truly the word the two of us would use, as this place has been a crucible.
Yep.
It's been a refining process. It makes you look at your life in a way that you are distracted from back in the States.
Yeah. That's a great way of distracted, because I never thought about groceries when I went. You just go to grocery store in the States. I was never humbled by getting groceries. I am here.
You never mix up eggs on Thursday.
Yeah, I never mix up eggs on Thursdays. Hey, you got to sell on Thursdays today?
Nor did you have to be the student of culture in the
Right.
States that you are here, because this is not going to. So you're in an environment that's not only just a little different, it's much different. So you're forced to be a student of what's around you. If you want to be successful, I mean, you don't have to.
Totally. No, it was key though.
But it becomes pretty clear pretty quickly that you try to do things the way you would everywhere else because what you're used to. That some of it works, some of it fails quite miserably. And learn those things like sitting in someone's house while trying to do a Bible study, and the guy's trying to sell you roosters and ask you deep profound questions about where Jesus went those 3 days between his crucifixion and his resurrection, you know, because he saw it in a movie that he went to hell and he was walking around with the demons and stuff, and he just, I don't know what to do with this. 'Cause why do you have a rooster in your hand? You know, it's just like that kind of stuff. Like, and now, because of that crazy circumstance, the fact that he's got used to dealing with that stuff, every week they go meet with that family and they have Bible study, and it's just continued to grow. It just forces you to like you said, step beyond who you are.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, you nailed it. You become that student of the culture where just things you take for granted and you just don't even think about. You know, like I just would never have done it that way. I mean, clearly timeliness is a whole different thing and concept here, and so letting it go that, you know, they're 10 minutes late, 15, 30 minutes late for Bible study. It turns out it's not personal. It has nothing to do with the Bible. It has nothing to do with whether or not they want to be here. They just happen to always be.
They're not lesser
late.
people because they
Right.
showed up late.
Exactly. So I don't have to rip them a new one to say, like, you know, and okay. And then you learn all that, and then you realize, okay, we can just little by little and learn these things, and yeah, learn that new culture.
Well, I know you have a huge group of men in Guantanamo who I know when we get back are going to be like, how's Paco? And I'm going to be like, I don't know, I haven't seen him. I mean, you know, because they all think we all see each other in the States.
Yeah, they think I think we probably all live in like one
you know.
neighborhood.
But, I mean, they're, you know, so,
Yeah, I'm here in South Jackson.
yeah, and just,
Oh, man.
even just sending encouragement to them would be huge. And there's, you know, and you, and Krill, again, we get back, Maria de Jesus is going to be like, and I'm going to be like, I don't know. You know, but I mean, that's what else get Christians on.
It's truly been a joy. It's just crazy to think we only have a week and a half. It goes by fast. I will say that after you guys were here, you know. I saw a quote the other day. Maybe this is a common quote. So the days go, you know, the days are long, but the years are short. Yeah, the days are long, but the years are short.
Remember that
And
years
that's-
ago.
Yeah.
I'm
so
serious,
it's-
that's like what I look for.
Yeah, it's just so true here. I mean, you know, yeah, exactly. It's like, so as you guys are here and it's hot right now, tiring, the days are long. Man, just remember that one day you're going to be sitting around saying, I can't believe we only have a week and a half left. And the things you wish you would have done. I mean, if I could just, I mean, I don't think I'd do anything different. I really don't. I mean, everything has just been so transformational. Not just so in relationships. It's just been so huge. I mean, just spending time with people. And you don't let that slip away as those days are, you know, as the work piles up. I mean, all that piles up. Man, good relationships. It's worth it.
Work less and work more.
I wonder if we have any words of wisdom for Magdalene. She also is leaving.
That's true. We need to
She's
hear it
leaving
every
not
time.
a week and a half, but sooner. And she's such a young one to have come and done this. So brave. On her own.
I thought I was brave coming down, and then I got here and I was like, oh my gosh, this place is terrifying. But
Another one of those, if I'd known, I wouldn't have done it.
no, I would have done it. But I don't know how I would have prepared differently. Because the Lord just, I mean, I was just telling Jackie, like, I was supposed to come down at the beginning of January, and the Lord told me that I would wait until the end of February. He was like, Lord, I don't have time for your test of patience right now. Let's learn that later. And yet, there's part of it was like, wow, the Lord's mercy is good. I mean, it was hard at first coming out. I called Jackie the second Wednesday I was here, and I was like, I don't know you. I met you on Sunday. Will you please come over and talk with me? And she came, and we talked for hours. And
Just my baptism.
yeah, we did. And the second one. So for me, like, I've been blessed by Jackie's presence since the beginning of this year. But just the, man, any
So you were looking for a scripture that would allow you to leave?
Yeah, and there was no
You
justification.
didn't find one?
It was always after you persevere, then he will, refine and confirm and strengthen you and renew you. And I was like, man, I want that. I really love that apart from the struggle, but I want that. But yeah, I don't know. I hear this, you guys about being here for 3.5 years, and even being here 2.5 months, and feeling like I've grown and learned so much. Like I can't imagine being here for 3.5, and the amount then that means that you guys have learned and changed. So, but this has just been it's been an experience that I will never forget, and just hard. But even telling Kelsey the other day, or Bethany or someone, that even the past beginning of last week before I got sick, just being blessed so much that it's just a race. The Lord is just going to renew and bring joy. It's good. It's been a hard time. Learned a lot. Struggled a lot more. I'm excited to go back and to experience Nicaragua from far and away. That's where I want my heart. And just to see everything that I wasn't able to, being in the midst of it. And children here that